morning, class. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing fine. Okay, I must ask for each of you to give me a virus. Any virus that you know of. Alright, so today our topic will be based on a virus, right? We'll be looking at HIV and AIDS, which is a virus. So first of all, what is HIV? AIDS. I have an information chart here that says HIV/AIDS is a virus that attacks the immune system that can lead to AIDS if not treated. Right? So the virus that attacks the immune system, the system that is responsible for fighting disease and keep you healthy and safe. Right? So if you contract that virus, it attacks that system, it weakens you, and if you are not treated, it can go on to becoming AIDS. Okay? Now Sir is going to tell you what are the causes of AIDS. Thank you.
Okay, boys and girls, today we'll be looking at the causes of HIV or AIDS. Good? As Sir already explained to you, he explained to you what is HIV and what is AIDS. So now we'll be looking at the causes of it, or how can you actually be infected with this virus here. Good? So I would like you to pay careful attention. So look at this information chart here on the board. Good? So here we're going to look at two causes of HIV and AIDS. Good? So the first one we'll be looking at is unprotected sexual intercourse, of course, and this is with an infected person. Good? So if you have unprotected sexual intercourse with a person who has HIV or AIDS, most likely, alright, you will also be infected with the virus, because the virus is passed on from persons to persons sexually. Good? So if you have unprotected sex with somebody who is infected, like I said before, you also will be infected. So that's one way that you can be infected with this virus here. One way that you can actually catch the virus. Alright? Or that's one cause of the virus. Good? The next one we'll be looking at is injection drug use. Alright? Well, we know that out there are a lot of people who are using drugs, and most likely they normally just stick you here, right? So they can put in their stuff, for example, like cocaine, take for example, right? So let's say now someone used this needle before you. Good? Remember, they stick it into their skin, so some of the blood is on that needle, and you took the same needle and you stick it in your skin, right? Good? You can be infected with HIV or AIDS, because HIV or AIDS, the virus, is living in the blood. Alright? Good. So again, boys and girls, let's recap quickly. We're looking at two ways in which we can be infected by HIV and AIDS, or two causes of HIV and AIDS: unprotected sex and the use of dirty needles. Alright? So my advice to you is that be extra careful out there, alright? And to prevent this from happening to you, because this is a deadly, dangerous virus. Good? So take good care of yourself and enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, class, so now you would have heard about the causes of HIV and AIDS. Now we'll be looking at the prevention, ways of how you can prevent contracting HIV/AIDS. So first of all, don't abuse alcohol and drugs. Why? Because they weakens the immune system and damage the liver, right? Like I told you before, the immune system is responsible for fighting disease and infections. So if you abuse alcohol and drugs, it weakens that system. Next, be monogamous. This means having only one partner, one sexual partner, right? Not having more than one. Having more than one can give you a greater risk of having HIV and AIDS. Then we have get tested. Why? You have to keep updated with your partner status. Know your partner's status. Then we have use condoms when having sex. Virus can be spread through semen and vaginal fluids. Right? A person have AIDS, HIV, and you go and have unprotected sex with a person, it can be transmitted through the semen or vaginal fluids. Right? So you have to be protective of yourself and use a condom. Abstinence. This means not having sex at all. Abstain from having sex to keep yourself safe. Never share needles. Like Sarah explained before, sharing needles is one way of how you can contract the virus, right? Why? Because of blood. Blood contact can increase the risk of contracting the virus. Alright? The person have the virus or have symptoms and so on, and they use a needle, and you use the same needle, can contract the virus. Alright, so again, let's go back. Some ways to prevent HIV and AIDS. The first one we have, don't abuse alcohol and drugs. Be monogamous. Get tested. Use condoms when having sex. Abstinence. Never share needles. Alright, so now you would have known some facts about HIV and AIDS. I want you to make groups, alright? Make groups of 4, and I want you to give me 4 facts that you learned about HIV and AIDS. At the end, you will have the groups displaying your answer and presenting to the class. Okay, so we will start with our presentation. We'll start with group 1. I would like each member to give me 1 fact. Right? Remember, I asked you for 4 facts, so I need 4 members from each group to give me a fact each of HIV and AIDS. So we start with group 1. Group 1, what do you have? Your first fact, please. Okay, so HIV is a virus, correct? Next member. It can move on to becoming AIDS if it is not treated. Good. Next member. Good, you can contract HIV AIDS by sharing needles. Next. Yes, it can be transferred by if a person have unprotected sex and you have sex with that person. right? If it has HIV and AIDS and you have sex with that person, you can contract it. Correct. Group 2. Alright, you can prevent HIV and AIDS by just having one partner. Correct. Next member. Don't abuse alcohol and drugs. Good. Next member. HIV AIDS attacks the immune system. Correct. Next member. Have only one partner. Correct. Alright. Very good, everybody. Give yourself a clap.